And the translation of that video is at page 2 of our volume 2.
Ngapana kabisa ibo tukwenda bumenyo abantu bila tukuromba iwondi fund Governor Peter Munya na aya na 25 million wondi fund Governor Kraito Murungi na aya na 20 million wondi fund ibo tukuromba bogenda batu MC kinya batu datu relevance ndene matura yetu
so au no dineri nene na batu tukwera tukabakarante na Governor wetu tupange matura ya laini omenye moro yokuthira othe nenge toinambi toini hop the same way Aurelio ate menya weta kwa mwana assembly no mwanka amenye mudhara ni tengeri bond fund 30 milioni kana 50 milioni amenye project ike bangwa anto bawe nambi benambecha na hivyo tuna maana hivyo tebinge
unikambu atiri Meru itina dinenene dinere yo no ira bora ike kuigwa iromba yakwa na governor ya kinyaru ari watu itaru ari oro tukaria mantu award development fund tukamenya mudhara ko na 20 milioni kana 30 milioni abone ko na ekomiria ayo kana 20 ayo na kungi ayumenya uke tuendelete na ngwina ikambiriye kuyanture ne chietu tibungi bunene buryo.
Thank you. Kindly assist this committee with knowing whether you were in attendance of that function where the honorable members were speaking.
Yes, I was.
Where was it?
It was Ambario in Mudhara.
Mudhara is in which sub-county of Meru?
It is in Tigania.
Was the governor in attendance?
Yes.
She was.
She was.
Kindly tell us who has spoken and what they have said, because the utterances are in the local dialect.
The first one is Mwenda Idiri, who is the Rindo minority in the County Assembly of Meru, who was also one of the witnesses yesterday. And he has talked about the Ward Fund, saying that the first governor of Meru County, Peter Munya, gave 25 million. Then the second governor of Meru County, Kraito Murungi, gave 20 million. Now they want to see what the current governor of Meru County, Her Excellency Bishop Kawira Mwangaza, will give. Then the second one is the whip of the majority and the MCA for Adwana, Jim Ochoi, and talking about the same, the Ward Fund. And the third one is the MCA for Mudhara.
Thank you. Do you know of the legal framework under which the previous governors dispersed the 20 million, 25 million to the MCAs?
I don't know.
Has that framework been brought to your attention or the office or the attention of the governor?
No.
Have you attended any meeting where the issue of the Ward Fund has been addressed by other authorities?
Yes.
Kindly tell us about the same.
I attended a meeting with the governor and the speaker of the county assembly plus the chairman of the budget, who is the MCA for Kibirichia. Also, we earned the clerk of the county assembly. The meeting was at the controller of budget office, and she was also present. Governor and writing an advisory request from the controller of budget, and the county assembly has also writing the same. So because of the two requests, the governor and the county assembly leadership was called for that meeting, and the deliberations went on, and a decision was made between the two parties, that is the county assembly and the executive, and the decision was made by the controller of budget.
What was that decision about?
Actually, if I remember the wordings of the control budget, she said that one fund is a misnomer. One fund cannot be implemented in the current situation or in the current laws that we have in this country, unless there is an amendment to the Constitution to ensure that the same is entrenched in our Constitution.
Thank you very much. May we now play video KMS 25. The translation is to be found at page 208 of volume 2, page 208.
Bishop Kawira, Hambuge, Excellency Bishop Kawira, Aukuishimo, Tidi Nabenio, Ilanto Kaumunyana, Bamberia, Vanenka, $1,025,000. Negatarunda, the majority in the way. Napoi Tangue. No con a baba ingo bachokete, palabra en guerra 2017 bagitete bachokete. Great way ya en gavana anekana 20 million. Aten gavana shimwa bote ke bokuri kinene. Itokare ndiguru twara nirie botire biaku nago banenkere biai biao bombe witra banenchi bangu.
Is that the Speaker of the Meru County Assembly?
Yes.
In the same event, the burial you've referred to?
Yes.
What is the Speaker saying?
Speaker is saying that there is no other issue that is in County Meru. The only issue that is there is the Ward Fund, because the first governor gave 25 million when he was the leader of majority, and the second governor gave 20 million, and now the only request that the MCAs are making is that the current governor gives them their share, and they leave with a share so that they can be able to work together.
Thank you. Tell us about this development fund or ward fund as has been discussed by MCAs. You have said that you do not know of any legal framework to disperse that amount.
Yes.
But is there any money that is being channeled to the wards, 45 wards of Meru, and how is it dispersed?
Yes, it is. Like, for example, in the current budget that we have, the budget that was passed last year, that is the budget of the year 2022-2023, it had an equalization fund for all the wards, that is 10 million for every ward. But that money is not given to MCAs, it is retained in the line ministries. If, for example, out of 10 million that will go to, say, Abogeta West ward, we are going to have 3 million for the bursary. That 3 million for the bursary is under the Ministry or Department of Education. If you're going to have 2 million going to water, the 2 million is under...
You have made your point, thank you.
Okay.
So there is what we are calling the ward
equalization fund. Yes.
10 million that has already been budgeted for and in the process of being dispersed.
Yes.
Thank you. So then, it was on that background that the MCAs refused to be addressed by the governor. Am I right in my observation?
Yes, you are right.
So let's go back to the events of 19th of October with that background in mind. So, did you accompany the governor to the County Assembly of Meru?
Yes, I did.
You did. Were you aware that the governor was not welcome officially?
Yes, I was aware.
No, I'm asking, were you aware if the governor had been officially barred from entering the premises?
No, I was not aware.
You're not aware. At what time did you arrive at the County Assembly's offices?
Some minutes to.
And how was your entourage? Was the governor walking? Was she driving? Was she being driven? How was that?
She was driving up to the gate. The assembly has 2 gates. She started with the first gate. It was closed.
Thank you. Let's now look at video KM S20B.
Gavana ni mama, fungulia gate bana. Gavana ni mama, gate yangu inapaswa kukaa nje ama ndani. Mheshimiwa, ingia mama. Jora kuona ndekweza. Gate Meru goro.
Wewe toka hapo wewe, toka hapo.
Hivyo ni ajabu sana kwa kuwa wamefunga milango yote fungueni. Meru gorera ngari.
Yes, sir.
Na mlikuwa mmefunga gate gani? Mmefunga pande ile, mmefunga pande hii, why did you close the doors?
Gavana na
Before we proceed, is that a forceful entry in any way?
No.
It is not a forceful entry.
Yes, it is not.
Can you confirm that the main gate where the vehicles would ordinarily pass through was closed?
Yes, it was closed.
How did the governor make her way into the assembly?
She got out of her vehicle, then went on foot out to the speaker's office.
Thank you. We have seen people accompanying the governor, and it was alleged that she entered with a rowdy crowd. Who are the people accompanying the governor?
We have the deputy governor and the members of staff and the security detail for the governor.
Is there any crowd that is entering the county assembly with the governor?
No.
None. Let us proceed and...
Order, Mr. Mutuma. I request that that video be replayed. Members, don't focus on the governor, focus on the crowd. The evidence here yesterday is that there were goons. Focus on it. We see if we can spot any goons.
Gavana ni mama, fungulia gate bana. Gavana ni mama, gate yangu inapaswa kukaa nje ama ndani.
Mheshimiwa, ingia mama.
Jora kuona ndekweza. Gate Meru goro.
Wewe toka hapo wewe, toka hapo.
Hivyo ni ajabu sana kwa kuwa wamefunga milango yote fungueni. Meru gorera ngari.
Yes, sir.
Na mlikuwa mmefunga gate gani? Mmefunga pande ile, mmefunga pande hii, why did you close the doors?
Chair, are you able to pause there so that we are helped to identify the people?
Yes, we can have it paused over there. Yes.
Chair, it needs to be a little bit rewinded.
Gavana ni mama, Gari yangu inapaswa kukaa hii jama ndani.
Mheshimiwa, ingia kwa gari.
Ndio kuona ndekuweza.
Geti Meru bora.
Pande ile imefungwa mlango wa pande ile.
Wewe toka hapo wewe. Toka hapo.
Hivyo ni ajabu sana kwa kuwa wamefunga mlango yote fungueni.
Meru gorera ngari. Dona kwa nyama ya toka tekuna ne.
But let's move a little ahead. Yeah, you can now pause there. Are you able to identify all those people? Because you said you know all the people who are around the governor.
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
From
To the chair.
Chair, from the left side is one of the first two, the one in red tie, and the one that is in I think is a maroon whatever, I don't know the color, is the security detail for the governor. The rende holding the papers, that is the PA to the governor, carrying the address. Then we have the governor, we have the deputy governor. The rende that is in trouser is a security for the governor. The person behind with the kofia is the first gentleman. Then the person behind the deputy governor is the security detail for the deputy governor.
Are you able to spot any goons in that video?
No.
Is there anyone who is carrying any form of weapon?
No.
Crude weapon for that
Chair,
matter?
I don't know what you look for when you're looking for a goon. No, this is very confusing for me. What is this thing that identifies a goon, Council?
Honorable Member, Senator for Nairobi, there was that allegation that indeed the governor walked in with goons, and we were trying to identify if, with our own assessment, whether there is anyone that can qualify the character of a goon. And I think that's what Senator Mandago was getting at, so that we're able to see the video and analyze and see whether there is anyone there who is a goon. And the good thing is that the witness has identified all the people in that video. Thank you. So let's proceed.
Order,
Chair,
order, Mutuma. For the information of this setting, a goon is a stupid, foolish, or eccentric person, or in North America, is a violent, aggressive person who is hired to intimidate or harm people. Those are not my words. It's a translation from the dictionary. Does it help you?
Chair, I might know the translation, but the question I'm saying, you know, when you look at that video, what are you looking for in a goon? Is the gentleman in a red tie could be somebody who has been hired to intimidate people. So he could very well be a goon in a suit. So you can't ask the witness to tell us if he can see any goons. It is possible that they are all goons, or none of them is a goon.
Chair, Chair, allow me. In the Kenyan context, a goon is a person who is potentially harmful, carrying stones. I think in our context, you know, they usually carry stones, and they look like they can harm, maybe pangas, such things.
Thank you. Members, you will have an opportunity to pursue it if you so wish at the appropriate moment. Proceed.
Thank you, Chair, for your guidance and protection. I see Council's light is on.
Pause. I can see Council is up.
Yeah, Chair, there is something that has gone to the record, that the witness has identified all the persons in the video The truth is, he has identified the frozen section of the video. The witness has not identified every person. There are actually just too many persons in the video, and I thought the record should be clarified on that.
Your objection cannot be sustained for the reason that this video was yours. Wait, this video came here yesterday.
It's not my video, Chair.
And you never demonstrated to this plenary any goons. You only alleged goons.
With it in cross-examination so that we don't take unnecessary time, Chair. I just thought the video was frozen and it went on record that he had identified every person. That video has more than 50 persons. He has only identified about 10.
The intention, Council, was to see if there was obvious presence of rowdy people who, in quotes, people chose to call goons. And you and I and everybody else, we are men and women of this country and this world. Those are not rowdy people. Those are officers of government.
Chair, I think I want to agree with the Council of the County Assembly, Chair, because if you look at the entrance in that video, Chair, you will hear some people shouting, and shouts in a political place where there was silence. Chair, in the Kenyan context, those could be some small indicators of goons.
So, for purposes of order, we will not open this discussion. Senators, you are free during the time of your seeking for clarification to so pursue that, or you're free during the time of determination away from this plenary to make those arguments. Proceed.
Thank you, Chair. Perhaps to satisfy the curiosity of the members, Mr. Witness.
Yes.
Kindly tell us where the county assembly offices of Meru are located. Is it in a isolated place, or exactly where are they located?
It is just adjacent to highway, and there are other institutions that are surrounding, like the court is just adjacent to the county assembly. The office of the governor is on the other side, adjacent to the county assembly. The library and is in a congested place. That's what I mean.
So it is in a congested place?
Yes, it is.
So the people, are you able to identify the people that are seen just before the governor enters the county assembly? Who are they?
The ones?
We have seen some people with the governor, and Honorable Mandago has alluded to the fact that we have had people shouting. Who are those people who are shouting, if indeed they were shouting?
Of course, there was more people that they could not know, the members of the community. Immediately they saw governor getting inside, they started coming. But the governor not come with them, but they started coming. By the time that the governor was getting out of the compound, there's a crowd even that has gathered outside the gate of the county assembly.
Thank you. Is it unusual for the governor to attract a crowd in whatever place she appears?
She always attracts a crowd.
Thank you. Can we move on to the next question, or rather video? But before we go to the video, so when the governor entered the compound, where did she head to?
To the speaker's office.
So the governor did not, on her own, enter the chambers?
No.
And what transpired at the speaker's office?
They had a small meeting with the speaker, and thereafter, the speaker and the governor, after the speaker had dropped, then speaker and governor went to the county assembly, and they were received, whereby the speaker welcomed.
Thank you. Can we now play video KMS20C? KMS20C.
We have a special sitting, that is the address of the first address of the governor, the members of the county assembly. And I will be very short that I would wish to welcome Her Excellency, Honorable Bishop of Mombasa, for the first time that he is coming to this assembly. Our first remarks being the first sitting that we are with the governor this afternoon. So, Honorable Governor, Bishop of Mombasa, we have 9 members in this assembly, 5 elected and 24 nominated. Then, also Governor, we have the United Democratic Party, which is the minority party.
Honorable Speaker of the County Assembly, the Deputy Governor, honorable members of the County Assembly, officers of the national government and the county government president. It is an honor and privilege to stand before you, Honorable Speaker, and the honorable member of the Assembly, and address you as the governor of the great country of Meru. Indeed, this is the team of people of Meru, county of grace and trust, to steer the development agenda of the county in the next 5 years. Let us seize this moment and make good our promises and manifestos that we share with our people in the just concluded campaign period. Honorable Speaker, honorable members of the Assembly, and the Deputy Governor and I, as a result of the electoral process that was vigorous, involved, and highly competitive, I salute the law for emerging health victories. I have not, as this Assembly,
Order number 3, adjournment. Honourable members, this assembly stands adjourned up to 25th of Tuesday, 2022 at 10 a.m. Thank you.
That video is self-explanatory. I do not need to cross-examine the witness on the same. Can we move on to the other video? Is outside the chambers and addressing members outside. And I'm referring to video KMS20D. The translation is found at page 158 of volume 2. Kindly.
Lakini baba jambaza sienu na kama nyabifani na watu kutabora na ngogea kwanza kwa mtani.
Kindly pause that video. Are you able to identify a stone being pelted to the governor, the governor rather?
Yes, actually 2.
From what direction is that stone coming from?
From inside the county assembly.
Kindly, Mr. Chair, with your permission, can we replay that video?
That's the first one. That's the second one.
Thank you, Chair. We have another video in slow motion, just for clarity purposes, and that is video number 20A.
That's the first one. That's the second one aiming at governor.
Thank you.
Eating our car.
Thank you very much. Can you confirm from that video, and perhaps we can have the video post, for you to confirm the buildings behind the governor? What are those buildings where the stone is coming from?
The County Assembly of Meru.
That is the County Assembly of Meru?
Yes.
Where we have two flags?
Yes.
Were there any members of the public inside the County Assembly?
No.
There were none?
There were none.
Was the governor hit or her car ever hit by those stones?
Yes, the car was hit.
Yes.
And was reported at Meru Police Station.
Meru Police Station?
Yes.
I believe we have a next, an OB to that effect. My assistant counsel will guide me on where that document is. So then, when the allegation comes up that the governor forcefully entered the county assembly.
Counsel, I've heard you say there is an OB to that effect.
Yes, I'm being assisted to trace the same.
Is it part of your evidence?
Yes, it is.
Then show us.
Yes, it's contained at page 38 of volume 1. OB report number 721910-2022.
Go on, Counsel.
Thank you. So that incident was reported at a police station?
Yes.
Thank you. So when the allegation that the governor forced a way into the county assembly and incited members of the public, what do you have to say about it?
Governor was the victim.
The governor was the victim?
Yes.
Thank you. Enough of that. Let's proceed to, and I note I have 30 minutes and I still want to yield to my learned friend. I will play the 3 more videos, then I yield to my learned friend. Let us go to the issue of public participation. You are a resident of Meru, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Are you aware of any public participation in respect to the impeachment motion against the governor?
Yes, I am.
You are aware?
Yes.
How was that public participation conducted in your experience as a person who was in Meru during this period?
I can call it was just a symbolic.
Symbolic?
Yes.
That's what you mean?
Yes.
What makes you think that the exercise was symbolic?
I attended 2, and there were fightings in those public participation. It was one-sided in that in all the entrances, in all the podium to speak. I attended situations where there was fights and it was chaotic.
Thank you. And who was presiding over this public participation exercise?
The MCAs.
The MCAs?
Yes.
With your permission, Chair, may we now play 3 videos, KM-S29A as the first one. KM-S29A.
Meru County elected and nominated leaders consultative meeting. As you are aware, Meru County
with that label.
Can we try KMS29B? KMS29B.
Chair, we cannot freeze time if the council is telling us, let's try this evidence, let's try this. Council, can you be specific?
Don't know where somebody is speaking from. Who is speaking? Oh, Mandako. Yes, Mandako.
Chair, I was only saying, council is asking that the time be frozen, but is the one leading the secretariat telling them that let's try this, let's try this. I think council, can you be specific on the video you want the secretariat to play?
Thank you, Honorable Member. We have supplied those videos to the secretariat, clearly marked. The video I wanted played was KMS29A. Perhaps the secretariat can confirm if they have that video.
You know why I'm patient with you? It is because you are moving on a motion on which a determination was made. You had made a motion earlier that there was a mix-up of videos. So if that is the problem you are incurring, we want to accommodate you. How best do we do it so that we don't deny you a chance to prove your defense? You can even request that you go on, and probably during your re-examination, you'll have organized yourself to show us that video, but you can speak to it.
My learned friend, Mr. Dr. Muthomi, will have a serious problem with that because he will have lost the